Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm looking at some expansions coming up for Townsfolk Tussle. They should be on crowdfunding when this publishes. One of them is called Foul Neighbors with new ruffian bosses and a couple new characters for you to play. And the other one is Odd Jobs with a whole bunch of new items and also some special roles that go with combinations of those items. I'll be doing a solo playthrough against a ruffian or two to show off some of the new content. And a reminder that we never accept compensation for our crowdfunding coverage. We just want to help you make an informed decision. And if you like the content of the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also watch our separate streaming channel for even more content, listen to our weekly podcast, or join the conversation on our Discord. So I'm not going to go into all the detail for Townsfolk Tussle. You can go watch any of our previous videos. We have several of them on the channel about the game. But to go into some of the expansion content, again, all this is a prototype, of course. You have two new characters you can play as. Frigette Jones is one I'm going to be using. And she has the ability to let other characters hide inside of her, which can let them avoid ruffian attacks and those kind of things. And while they're inside of her, she can heal them if she has her ice pack starting item. She can also change out items more easily than the other characters. And then slightly more complicated is Judy Marks, the painter. She's got a giant paintbrush and an artist cape. The big thing is once per turn, she can give another character one of her 3 paintings, which gives them a boost. And if she gets out all 3 of them, she speeds up a ton. So she's kind of a support character, but I guess Frigette Jones is too. And she's not new, but Granny Melba is along for the ride to help out because the game, I think, is better with 3 characters. The balance with 2 can be a little iffy sometimes. The other big addition with the Foul Neighbors expansion is 4 new bosses. We've got Patches, Tartar Fishboy, the Door Knockers, and Miss Falls and company. Again, I'll show 1 or 2 of these in the playthrough, however far I get, so you'll see a few of them in action. But yeah, just more options, more variety for the base game. Then with the Odd Jobs expansion, you get a whole new deck of peddler gear, and if I'm understanding correctly, I think it's supposed to be like an either-or choice, like either you use this gear or the base game gear. The reason being, all the gear in the new expansion has these little job tags here. So both of these are Glory Hog gear items and Instigator gear for this one as well. And if a character has 3 of a given role's gear, even if it's not equipped, just like owning it, then they get to actually take the role, like the Glory Hog one we saw here, and it gives them some special bonus. So that's the biggest new thing in the Odd Jobs expansion, but also some of the gear is deployable, like this tunable trebuchet, which means you actually put it down on the board as a token and you can interact with it in different ways. And then finally, there are a few minor new rule changes that you can use in your current edition of the game right now. You don't have to wait for anything. So first, this one I really like. If you want to have a shorter game or just want to skip the first fight because that tends to be the most boring of the 4, you can now just jump right into the second fight. And the only change is you start with 15 coins instead of 10 per character. And you just fight 3 fights in a row instead of 4, and you get right to the ones that have more unique abilities and stuff. So I think that's a nice change. That's what I'll be using today. So I'm going to jump right into the second version of a Ruffian. Another change, to make it a little bit easier to get the gear you want, is that now whenever anybody buys something, you immediately replace the item. So you just have more options each turn. And also, you could always pay 2 money per character to refresh the entire gear offer, but now you can do that at any point. It used to have to be at the start of the buying phase or whatever. So now you can buy a few things you like, and then get everything out and get new options, then buy a few more things, just a little bit more flexibility. And finally, they have a new minor mitigation option. Anytime you do an attack or a terrain roll, if you don't like the initial result and you have 2 Moxie, basically 2 actions left, you can spend those 2 Moxie to let you re-roll the die. Whoops, that was not good. And then you have to keep the second result. All right, everybody, so we're going to jump in and see how we do. So first we have the town phase. We're each getting 3 feats of metal. I don't really have room to keep these on screen, so I'll just kind of keep track of them. All right, so Granny Melba, who, by the way, gets better accuracy if she's farther away using a ranged weapon and gets a discount when buying expensive items from the peddler. Right, she's got a goal to be the first townsfolk to damage the ruffian. That's not too hard. Change your equipped gear at least 2 times during a fight, so at least if she buys something, that won't be too hard either. And take damage from the ruffian when the target is the farthest townsfolk. Well, she's trying to stay far away and shoot them, so all of these are pretty straightforward for her goals. Frigette Jones got, if you roll a 2 or lower when attacking this ruffian, achieve this feat. Okay, that's pretty easy to do. Deal 3 damage to the ruffian in a single turn with weapons. That seems almost impossible. We'll see how it goes, though. And then Bard. And the town phase with an instrument equipped. And the town phase with one. All right, I think there is an instrument in the offer, so she could get that if she wants to. Then finally, Judy Marks. If you're healed by another townsfolk. Okay, that's good, because for Jet Jones, if Judy jumps inside of her fridge, that sounded a little weird, she could get healed. Tough as nails. And to fight as a sole survivor. Well, hopefully not, but I guess anything's possible. And if the ruffian collides with you, achieve this feat. So I just want to be in the way so that they walk over me. All right, so 2 of those are pretty straightforward. Again, 1, hopefully we don't get the tough as nails. All right, now we'll do events in turn order. Judy's first. We'll redraw any secret ones since we're playing solo. Okay, agoraphobia. Why does it feel like everyone's staring at you? Do you swing your weapon weirdly? Is your gear on backwards? Whatever the case is, you need to stay out of the limelight for a bit. Let your anxiety settle down. Keep this card in front of you for the next fight. Whenever you are not inside or adjacent to a terrain piece at the end of your turn, you take 1 damage. Ah, my gosh. That's great. We'll see what terrain pieces are on the board and how easy it is to stay near them. Okay. Granny Melba, you got anything difficult? Outhouse issues. Your stomach has... Oh, that's secret. Never mind. Harold's Thrifty Outfitters. You mosey into the Eureka Springs discount store hoping to find a good deal on wares. The store clerk, Harold, offers you quite a lucrative trade. You may discard 1 piece of gear. If you do, you receive the first card from the peddler deck with the same gear type as the discarded card. Keep that piece of gear and put all other revealed cards at the bottom of the deck. So all Granny's got right now is weapons. She got the Rudy Tudor, which is her main thing because, again, she gets a bonus to accuracy, and her accuracy is terrible. It's a -2 to start. But yeah, the Rudy Tudor gives her a ranged weapon, which is going to give her a bonus to accuracy, but you can only shoot it every other turn. So it's nice for her to have a cane, but yeah, I'll go ahead and use this. So I'll trash her cane, and I'll get the first, I guess, weapon that she comes across. Well, this is not quite what I was looking for. Sweet Sonnet. It is technically a weapon. Your instruments gain this ability. For 1 Moxie, move another townsfolk 2 squares. If they move 3+ squares this turn, that townsfolk restores 1 hit point. It would combo well with the mouth harp that I'll show you in a minute when we get to the offer. But I was thinking I'd get that. Wasn't Forget the one he wanted to end with an instrument? So yeah, maybe Granny will just sell this because she needs an actual way to attack consistently at melee range. And finally, Frigette. Shameless theft. Compared to the others, you get the feeling you're unprepared for the battle to come. You've got an idea. You must do one of the following. Steal up to 3 coins from another townsfolk, or steal 1 piece of non-starting gear from another townsfolk. Hey! All right. Right? Let's go. I'm going to get the Sweet Sonnet. Ha ha ha. And then Frigette can get the mouth harp, and everything will be okay. I mean, okay, besides that Granny still needs to get another weapon. All right, and to finish up our first town phase, let's look through some of the items. Just to show you some of the new ones in the Odd Jobs expansion. So I've got 1 for the Mourner class. It is a deployable item, so it would go on the board. It says, while any townsfolk is knocked out on their turn, they may use their movement to move Possessed Spirit and their Moxie to attack with it. That's hilarious. So it gives you kind of a way to stay in the game when you're knocked out. Okay, then we got 2 for the detective role. The Sample Tube. Whenever the action deck is reshuffled for the Ruffian, we restore 1 hit point. That's nice. And this one, all features gain the following interaction only you can activate. For 1 Moxie, observe the Ruffian, discard the top 2 cards of the action deck. Well, I don't know the Ruffians that well anyways. That wouldn't really be that helpful. Next, we got 2 Tinkerer ones. The Tunable Trebuchet, which again is deployable. It has range 10 for 1 damage, but for 2 Moxie, it has a different action. You can put a counter on this card, and if there are 2 counters on it, the accuracy becomes 3+ instead of 7+. Holy crud. And range 10? Ooh, and Granny Melba's farsightedness would be awesome with this. Okay, then Panic Bag. For 1 Moxie, put a counter on this, and then you can remove 2 counters from this, and either restore 1 hit point, gain 1 Moxie for the fight, or move up to 5 squares. Wow. Wow. All right, let's go. That's great. Yeah, I think I might have Granny Melba buy these, unless something else pops up. Okay, then the instrument to go with Frigette Jones's Sweet Sonnet. So it's headgear, not a handed item, +1 max hit point. That's cool. And for 1 Moxie, all other townsfolk on the board may immediately move 1 square. So it's just another way to move people like the Sweet Sonnet. Okay, the Town Crier role, Baby Bottle. Oh, it's a gun. Range 4. Okay, although does Granny Melba need another gun? No, it's 1 Moxie, 5 accuracy, 1 damage. Oh, and then you can consume it. The next time you would take damage this turn, reduce the damage by 1, once per fight. Okay, so you can drink the baby milk. Yeah. And then for the Glory Hog, this is the only instigator card. Flashy Buckle, +1 Moxie, that's great. Whenever you take damage, gain 1 accuracy for the fight. Whoa. And then Practice Sword. Whenever you miss with this weapon, gain 1 accuracy for the fight. Although, gosh, it's terrible. Wait, it's a 0 damage? Oh my gosh. So you just would use that to get accuracy. But besides that, that's the worst. But the Flashy Buckle is nice. Why is this 7? Oh, I guess because it's 2 rolls, mainly, primarily. Okay, and finally, Spore Poof. Skier cannot be unequipped during a fight. For 1 Moxie, lower your movement by 2, then restore 2 hit points to an adjacent townsfolk once per fight. Alright. Alright, so for now, the only things I'm kind of leaning toward is for Jet getting a Mouth Harp, and Granny Melba getting the tunable Trebuchet and the Panic Bag. So I guess Judy Marks could get the Flashy Buckle and the Practice Sword, but she doesn't really want them. And maybe Judy will go for being a detective. So we'll have her buy the Bloody Debris for her first purchase for 4 out of 15. And don't forget, we immediately replace now Cook. It's another one we don't have any other matches with. Suspicious Morsels. Consume, roll on a 6+, restore 1 hit point, and Suspicious Morsels can no longer be activated this fight. Oh, okay, so this doesn't go away until it works successfully. It's not great. Okay, then for Granny Melba, let's go ahead. What was she doing? Yeah, the Panic Bag and the Trebuchet. So she got the Trebuchet. Her ability makes anything that costs 7 or more cost 2 less, because she used to have a relationship with the peddler. So this only costs 5 for her. Great. And we draw Wild Spinach. Oh, it goes with Cook. Consume. Discard Wild Spinach. A weapon of your choice has its Moxie cost reduced to 0 until the end of the turn. This weapon may attack an additional time this turn. Well, that's pretty cool. Like a one-time Destructo bonus. All right, then for Jet Jones, let's go ahead and get the Mouth Harp to combo with the Sweet Sonnet, and also to make sure that she gets that 1 goal taken care of. Ooh, Glory Hog. Oh, that's a 3rd Glory Hog, but nobody's been buying any of it. This gear cannot be unequipped during a fight. You can lower your accuracy by 1 and deal 1 damage to an adjacent Ruffian. Holy crud! That's such a good combo with like the Flashy Buckle or the Practice Sword or whatever. Darn it. Yeah, but now none of us can afford both because we already bought stuff. Darn it. All right, well, let's stick with the plan. Judy will get the sample tube to go with her Bloody Debris. They're both accessories, so she's not going to equip them both. I think she'll probably bring the sample tube into battle for free healing. And then we got a trampoline for a clown. Not even going to worry about that. Okay, Granny Melba will get the Panic Bag with a discount of 2 for 5. So that's her 2nd Tinkerer gear. Oh, and there's another colony one. Traveling Fleas cannot be unequipped. For 1 Moxie, deal 1 damage to an adjacent Ruffian. Oh, but -1 max hit point. And also, everybody's got chest armor at this point. And then let's see. For Jet Jones has 8 money left and only a leg gear spot. So she could get the Flashy Buckle. Her accuracy is not actually great. So, okay, she'll go ahead and buy that for the rest of her money. What do we get? King Carrot. Cook. Okay. It's a pretty awesome melee weapon, but nobody can afford it. And then Judy's only got 4 money left. She's already got a healing accessory, so she's not going to get the morsels. So she'll pass. Granny's got 5 money left. The only thing she could get would be the Practice Sword or the Baby Bottle to give her a more consistent way to attack. But the Trebuchet already gives her a really consistent, awesome way to attack, so I think she's okay. So she'll stop, we'll just all stop buying stuff. So all these items go away, unfortunately, which means that we're not going to get that Glory Hog combo this time. Just to show you how we ended up, Judy's got an Artist Cape, a giant paintbrush, a sample tube, and a Bloody Debris she can swap in. Granny Melba's got a tunable Trebuchet. Deployable gear doesn't take any spaces, but you can only deploy up to 2 per person per fight. But yes, this is just going to be something she can put down. She's got her Panic Bag and her gun. And finally, for Jet Jones, by far the most equipped. Oh, that's right. She's got +1 Moxie now. +1 max hit points. It's pretty great. And she can move the other characters. Yeah, she's looking pretty ready to go. Oh, and by the way, Bard. She has an instrument equipped, right? Oh, whoops. No, yeah, it's a headgear, so yeah, we're good. Oh, this is great. I thought she would have to... Oh, yes, she does, actually. So she has to unequip her swinging door to equip the Sweet Sonnet. So right now this is just hanging out in her extra stuff, I guess. But yes, Bard. Okay, so +1 Moxie. Nah, she's got more Moxie than she needs right now. She has enough to use the new re-rolling mechanics, so she'll just get the 3 money. And we'll put this, I don't know, somewhere so that I remember that she's closer to being the person who gets the Ruffian gear. All right, 3 money. Good job. Okay, and we are fighting the Door Knockers. All right, so these are evil salesmen from what I had read. Oh my goodness. Are those cubes? Word of this glorious product has spread across the Hoselands like wildfire. A miracle device that brings endless happiness and success, peddled by the enthusiastic salesmen known as the Door Knockers. Sure, no one knows how the cube works, or why the Door Knockers don't require payment for it, or why the color leaves your body the moment you touch one. But hey, there's got to be a reason it's so popular, right? We've got the salesmen knocking at the town gates, so why not listen to what these charming gentlemen have to say? Okay, so they got 5 movement, 15 health. Ambush is a new kind of basic mechanic. It just means that they have a card that starts in play that'll have additional rules. They have the One of Us one. And remember, we're skipping chumps. We're at Hooligan. FOMO, fear of missing out. Whenever a townsfolk becomes converted, all other townsfolk gain 1 belief token. Yeah, this goes into the one of us ambush. So as soon as a townsfolk has 5+ belief tokens, they give into the cube. They are converted. They immediately receive a strange cube unique gear. I think they guys like control them then. So basically, they're going to be turning our own people against them. Unconverted townsfolk may attack converted ones. Whenever a converted townsfolk takes damage, they discard 5 belief tokens. If all townsfolk on the board are holding strange cube, their cubes begin to glow and burn. All townsfolk lose half their hit points, and then remove 5 belief tokens from each townsfolk. Okay, so sounds like we're going to be getting these belief tokens, getting converted into evil followers of the door knockers, and then hitting each other to bring each other back. That's great. But yeah, the only special rule for the hooligan level is that when one of my guys gets converted, it'll push the other ones to being converted too. Yeesh. And here's our setup. Okay, so we're going to have mostly old stuff. The only new terrain is the tavern, I think it is. We got a jalopy to run them off, outhouse, some fences to jump over, bees, forest. Oh, that's right. Judy's got to be like... Well, the good thing is there's lots of terrain for her to be near most of the time, so I think we'll be okay. All right, we got everything set up. Here's how I think I'm going to start out. I want Frigette Jones near the front. She's got the most health. Both Judy and Frigette can help each other, so I've got them next to each other. Frigette's next to terrain. She's going to try to stay that way. Maybe she'll get the farmer in the farm to shoot at the boss. And then I wanted Granny as far away as possible. I might even have her run farther than that to put down her trebuchet and just start blasting. Speaking of the trebuchet, here it is. You can just put it down at any point during your turn, and then if you're standing on it, you can use it. Or any character I can use it, I should say. It's not just for Granny. And let's quickly review the terrain pieces we've got. So the woods, it costs double movement to move in, but not for ruffians. And for 1 moxie, you can climb a tree to give you +2 range with range weapons. Yeah, I don't really think we'll be using this very much because Granny Melba wants to, I don't know, like have like a firing line down here with the trebuchet. Okay, the fences for 1 moxie you roll, and most of the time you can either get rid of the fence or hop over to the other side because it's an obstacle, so it'll block them chasing after you. The hive is an obstacle, and if anybody starts their turn next to it, they take 1 damage. We could try to like lure the ruffian in near it. The farm, you can ask for help. They'll either heal you or shoot the ruffian for 3 damage with a shotgun, but either way you can't use it anymore once you get one of those results. The outhouse, you can attack it to deal 2 damage to all characters within 2 squares. And this is great if we get like our trebuchet going on, because then Granny Melba could like rain rocks down onto it. If I get my characters away, but have the boss just within range, it would double the damage the trebuchet is dealing. The tavern, I think, is unique to the door knockers. Yeah. You can pay 1 coin when you're adjacent to the empty stool in the middle, and then you discard one of your unaccomplished feats, and you discard up to 2 belief tokens, which can help you to not get converted by them. Oh, but you can only do it once per fight per character. And then Old Jalopy. Okay, for 1 moxie, nothing happens on a 1 to 4, but on a 5+, it goes forward until it hits the terrain piece of the board edge, and everyone that it hits takes 3 damage. So between hopefully the Jalopy hitting them, the farm shooting them, that's 6 of their 15 life, bombing them with rocks to activate the outhouse a few times. Hopefully this guy will go down pretty easy, but we'll see. Okay, we're going to start each round with a ruffian turn. Let's draw our first card. Resist its glory. You mustn't give in to temptation. Okay, the closest converted townsfolk. We don't have any. If none, discard this and play the next action card. Well, that was anticlimactic. Free trial. We promise you'll love it. We'll bet your life on it. Okay, the closest unconverted townsfolk. That's going to be either of them. All right, so we'll roll for it. 1 through 5 will be Judy. 6 through 10 will be Frigette. It's Frigette. Okay, move the door knockers towards the target. If they reach the target, trigger the after effect. Yeah, they've got 5 movements, so 1, 2, 3. A door knocker forces a sample product into the target's hands. The target receives a sample cube unique gear. They must equip it immediately. Remove this action card from the game. All right. This is not great, so I'm forced to equip this. And 8+ accuracy. And Frigette Jones is already -1 accuracy, so I would need a 9 or a 10 to hit. Gain 1 belief token at the end of your turn. Oh my gosh, every turn? If you successfully hit the ruffian with this weapon, are converted, or the fight ends, discard it. It cannot be discarded or unequipped otherwise. Oh my gosh. So, Swinging Doors unequipped, Sweet Sonnet's unequipped. I mean, she can re-equip things very easily, but, man. All right, so it goes. At least she didn't get hurt for that activation. All right, so then, by the way, we're going to get to Judy, Granny, Frigette, then back to the door knockers, just keeping things like that. And we got kind of stupidly lucky here. So Judy, with her Gift of Art ability for 1 moxie, can give an adjacent townsfolk one of her paintings once per turn. So we've got Focus Friend. After receiving this, your next attack is a successful hit, regardless of accuracy roll. Let's go! Get rid of that cube immediately! Hero's Journey. After receiving this, you may immediately move up to 4 squares. If you end the movement adjacent to the Ruffian, they take 1 damage. And Happy Place, your next turn, you get +3 movement and +2 Moxie. And her Creative Flow, once she gives out all 3 of her paintings, she gets +2 movement for the rest of the fight. And her Giant Paintbrush has a 7 accuracy to start, but she gets +1 to her hits for every painting she's given away. So, long story short, with one of her 3 Moxie, she's going to give, which one was it? The Focus Friend for Jet Jones. That'll help her get rid of that sample cube right away. And then she could Paintbrush the boss, but I don't really want to because one of Granny Melba's things was for hitting the boss first. So now let's see, what else can she do? She could go knock on the door of the farm. She got an 8+, she'd do the 3 damage automatically, but I don't want to get the 4 to 7 that'll heal. So for now, maybe I'll just have her move a little bit away. So like 1, 2, 3. I want to get them away from the outhouse so I can maybe start hitting it. Oh, within 2 squares of it, so that's already out of the range. Okay, so yeah, if they all get like around there, then we can bomb that thing. So yeah, Judy will stop there. She has 2 Moxie left, but at least this time she's not going to use it. All right, so that goes to Granny Melba. Her guns got 5 range, and with Farsighted, she gets +1 to her hit rolls, or +1 to her accuracy, for each square between her targets. I kind of like her range -1. That's right, she can also put tokens on her Panic Bag for 1 Moxie. But first, let's try to get a nice shot off for 2 damage with the Rudy Tudor, since it's going to be fired once every other turn. She's got 4 movement and 5 range, so 1, 2. Yeah, that would be perfect. Now she's exactly 5 away. She's got 2 movement left. And it's normally a 6+. Her accuracy is -2, so it's an 8+, but then she's got +4, so it's a 4+, I think? Yeah, we'll go with that. 4 exactly. Cool, so that's 2 damage on the boss. They're going to break and get an extra activation next time they take damage. And that does complete First Blood. Ooh, you know what? I'm actually going to have her get +1 Moxie for the rest of the fight, because +1 money, who cares? So she's still got 2 movement and 2 Moxie left. Let's get that Trebuchet as far away as we can. So it's a free action, she'll put it down, it has to be adjacent, and then again, she has to be on it to actually do something with it. Well, actually, I guess if she did it when she had 1 movement left, yeah, okay, we'll do this. So she'll actually use one of her 2 remaining Moxie to attack. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces, so she gets +6 to hit. It's a 7+ normally, -2 would be a 9, +6, a 3+ is going to hit. Only 1 damage, but oh man, are you serious? Okay, we missed. If she had 2 Moxie left, she could re-roll that, but she does not. She only has 1. But for the 1 Moxie, she can put a counter on her Panic Bag, and when she gets to 2, she can discard them to heal or gain Moxie. Nice. All right, and then finally we're getting to Frigette. So she wants to attack with her sample cube. She's got 5 movement. She's pretty fast. And 3 Moxie. Ice Pack lets her heal people who are hiding inside her, which nobody is yet. Flashy Buckle gives me accuracy when I get hurt, which hasn't happened yet. Mouth Harp, I can use Moxie to move other people, which I don't know if I want to. All right, let's go ahead and just do the attack first. Oh, that's right. Once I reach a break point, then my turn ends immediately. But whatever. Let's just go ahead and do the sample cube attack. So this is my first roll. Now we technically need a 9 to hit, but it doesn't matter. But I might as well use my extra Moxie to try to roll for a crit. So that's not it. And we'll use the 2 extra Moxie to roll again. Okay, no crit, but again, the Focus Friend makes me hit automatically. So I'm doing 1 damage and trashing this, and I would have gotten a belief token at the end of my turn, but that's not going to matter anymore. But I guess she will need to use her Cold Storage to change out a weapon with 1 Moxie, her Sweet Sonnet or her Swinging Door next turn. But the Ruffian does not like that. My turn ends immediately. They reach a breaking point and attack. They don't like me throwing their free samples away. The Doorknocker's smiles fade in unison. This is like weirdly thematic. Okay. Oh God! All unconverted townsfolk within 5 squares. Granny's far enough away, but the others are not. Okay. The Doorknockers turn their attention toward their respective cues and begin to hum. Each target rolls -1 for each belief token they have. None of them have any. Okay, so on a 1 to 5, they're going to gain 2 belief tokens. On a 6+, they're not going to suffer at all. Oh, and then move the Ruffian toward the farthest townsfolk. Okay. All right, so Frigette is fine. Judy is fine. Let's go. Okay, then they're going to move 5 toward the farthest townsfolk. So Frigette will get pushed there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't quite reach Granny, but now suddenly her her Trebuchet is a lot less accurate. Oh, that's right. I thought that I had. I think we're doing fine. I'm going to give Judy 2 money. She got collided with by the Ruffian, so she completed this one. Well, so far this is an odd Ruffian indeed, because they haven't actually hurt me yet. They haven't really impacted me at all. Here's another action, though, for their regular turn. Onboarding package. The door knockers offer a gift as a sign-on bonus. It'll be tough to refuse. Okay, the closest unconverted, that's going to be Judy right above them. Move the door knockers toward the target. If they reach, they offer the target a lucrative deal. The target must choose. Okay, receive the top card of the peddler deck. You may equip it immediately. Gain 4 belief tokens. Deny the offer. Apologies? We'll prepare something even better for you, friend. Even when rejected, the salesman stay smiling. Gain 2 belief tokens. Alright, so it's when you have 5+ belief tokens that you give in, get converted, get a strange cube. Now, she is right next to the tavern, so Judy could, take the deal and then immediately go drink her worries away and get rid of 2 of the belief tokens. But that's a one-time thing. But I mean, a free item? You can't say no to that. She's going to take it. So what's she getting? A magnifying glass for detective? Ooh! So yeah, I just double-checked. The second that you have 3 of a kind, because remember, she already had the sample tube, where's the other thing, and the bloody debris, and then also be equipped, she gets the detective rolls. It's so cool. Okay, stupid luck. By the way, does she want to equip this? When you attack with this weapon, discard the top card of the action deck, and she's healing one whenever they go through the whole action deck. Oh gosh, her paintbrush has 3 range? I didn't even pay attention to that. Okay, that's a little bit better than I thought. Yeah, this one's already 6+ accuracy because she's giving away 1 painting. If she gets rid of the others, it would go all the way down to 4. So it'll eventually be as accurate as this. It's a tough choice. I think for now she is going to switch the magnifying glass just to have better accuracy. All right, let's see. The detective. So they suggest you put this over your character's picture. Caught red-handed. The first time you cause an action to be discarded each turn. Oh, there we go. Magnifying glass. That's good. Check that action's target. If that action would target you, remove that card from the game. Whoa, and gain +1 movement or +1 accuracy for the fight. Wow, this is intense, man. Let's not forget, as cool as that was, Judy is now 1 step away from total corruption. And speaking of Judy, it's her turn. So let's go ahead and magnify the glass while he's right next to her, and then try to use the tavern, I think. All right, so there's a good bit going on now. So magnifying glass is 4+. +1 accuracy to make it 3+. She's also going to discard a card and resolve her new detective ability. It says when you attack, so I think I do this before I actually resolve the attack. Okay, sell the unconvinced. Target all converted townsfolk. So no, this would not have targeted her anyway, so she gets no bonus for it. It's not permanently trash, it's just discarded. Now she's doing her attack for 3+. Are you kidding me? She has 2 Moxie left. She could re-roll that, but then she won't have anything to use the tavern, and she'll just be sitting there. Oh, wait, actually. Apparently it doesn't take any Moxie to get drunk. Look, when adjacent to the empty stool, just pay a coin, discard an accomplished feat, and you can get rid of 2 belief tokens. So yeah, she will use her 2 Moxie to re-roll that. There we go. Not a crit, but a hit. That's 1 more damage. These salesmen are down to 11. Does mean she doesn't have any Moxie to give away paintings or anything. Okay, so she's got 4 movements. So 1, she'll use the tavern. She's going to pay him money, and going to get rid of Tough as Nails again. I don't think she's going to, unless the fight just goes horribly, she shouldn't be the only survivor. That's going to get rid of 2 belief, but she cannot go to the tavern anymore this play. There we go. Now she's not in imminent danger. She's got some movement left. That's right. I don't want her to end her turn away from terrain, so I don't know. For now, she can kind of spread us out a little bit, and she'll be over there with her last 3 movement. Okay, then it's Granny's turn. Trebuchet ain't looking great, and she can't shoot her gun this turn. You know, what she could do is use 2 of her 3 Moxie to put a counter on the Trebuchet, and then the next time she does that would be a 3+ to hit. Even she could hit it to point-blank range then. Or alternatively, she could try to have the car drive into the boss. Nobody else is in the way right now, so it's kind of a perfect time. And yeah, that's a 5+. It's 1 Moxie, so maybe she should save her other 2 Moxie to try to make that happen. Okay, let's see how that goes. So she's got 4 movement. So 1, 2. Oh, wait a second. All characters in its path? So she has to go 3, 4 to not get hit herself. And then she's going to use 1 of her 3 Moxie to try to make a drive off, which would be a 5+. Come on. Ooh, crit! Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything extra, but it definitely counts as a success. Now, it says it only affects characters, so apparently it just drives around my trebuchet. Very thoughtful of the car. And then 3 damage, and the jalopy is jalopied out of here. All right, that was pretty excellent. They're almost down to half life already, and they haven't touched us. And she didn't need to re-roll. She did use all her movement, though, so I guess the last 2 Moxie isn't going to do anything for her. Oh, yeah, it is. She can put another... I'm just using money, by the way. She can put another token on the panic bag. So now, in a future turn... as an action, she could, or not as an action, but activating it, she can remove this to get plus Moxie or healing or movement. Cool. Now, let's see. What do I want to do? I'm kind of thinking maybe I have the fridge like go over here to hopefully draw them back this way, and then we can trebuchet them or trebuchet the outhouse to hit them. Well, first things first, let's actually get the fridge equipped again. So for 1 Moxie for them, even though it would be 2 for other people, she's going to equip her swinging door, which, by the way, is a bit basic, but does do +1 damage if I put somebody hiding inside of her, which I can't do right now because nobody's near me. Leaves her with 2 Moxie, although the boss is about to break again if she hits. Well, you know what? What the hey. Let's, I didn't want her to be over there. Yeah. I mean, breaking him right now isn't too bad. She's the closest one. The other ones are kind of far away, so hopefully they wouldn't get hit by anything. In fact, you know what? In that end, let's have her use one of her 2 remaining Moxie to use the mouth harp to move all other townsfolk 1 square. Just get him a little bit more out of range. You know, Granny Melba likes to be far away anyway. And now for her last action, she'll attack. She's got -1 accuracy, so it's a 6+ this time. Oh, she got it. Wow. All right, that is going to break again. Here we go at 7. They're going to get a double activation. What are they doing first? Drink the punch! Whip out a jug of bright red juice and beckon you to join. All unconverted townsfolk within 6 squares. Do we get far enough away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. So Granny Melba just got out of range. Okay, each target chooses. Drink up. Place your townsfolk adjacent to the ruffian. Restore 1 hit point and gain 3 belief tokens. Or refuse the punch. Your envy toward the juice-chugging salesman hurts your soul. Gain 2 belief tokens. All right, so neither of them is hurt, so there's no reason for them to drink up. But it is going to put Judy right back to 4 belief tokens. That's not great. And Frigette just has 2, not as bad. And then door knockers move toward the farthest townsfolk. It's the opposite of what I wanted to happen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'll leave them there. And now their actual turn, mob mentality. You know, most of the other townsfolk are already enjoying our product. Yeah, they are, actually. Granny Melba's the only one who doesn't have any belief tokens. Okay, the closest unconverted townsfolk. It is Granny Melba. Move the door knockers toward the target. If they reach the target feels the salesman's judging eyes upon them. You can't be the only townsfolk without one of those silly cubes, right? Target rolls -2 for each converted townsfolk. Hey, not much peer pressure here. Let's have him go there, I guess. All right, so I'm going to get 3 belief tokens on a 1 to 5. Or nothing on a 6+. Come on, Granny Melba. No, Granny. Okay, that's, what is it? 3 belief tokens. But still, so far, we're avoiding total conversion. It seems like these guys don't hurt you. They get you to hurt each other. That's cool, I guess. And yeah, my lovely outhouse plan didn't pan out at all, did it? Nobody's even close to it. All right, so now we're going back to Judy. Judy. And she could run over, but then she wouldn't be next to any terrain. That's not great. Would she have 4 movement? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then she could hit with the trebuchet. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then she'd be stuck taking an automatic damage. She also got 2 more paintings to give out. Okay, here's I think maybe the best option. I'm gonna have her spend 2 Moxie to re-equip the giant paintbrush, get the 3 range. Then when she got 4 movements, so she can go 1, 2, 3. Let's go and attack while we're here. She's got +1 accuracy naturally. She's got +1 for moving in one painting, so it'll be a 5+ for 1 damage. And this is her last Moxie, so she can't re-roll or anything. There we go. Rolling hasn't been too bad here, so down to 6. She's got 1 move left. Try to get a bit away, although it might not help. Although I guess then she'd be blocking the tavern in case, well, Granny can't reach it. Fridge could reach it. Maybe she'll stop where she is, I guess. All right, and Granny's next, and she's got her gun back. That would be enough to shoot these guys and break them straight up. I mean, why the heck not, right? So Granny can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets her at max range, so max accuracy bonus. She needs a 3+, no, a 4+ to hit with her gun. And she's got 2 Moxie to reroll if she misses, so pretty good chance here. Here we go. So, and here we go. Now, Frigette will get a turn before they go again. Team player. Those in our network gain the benefits of the collective. Don't you want the benefits? Closest unconverted townsfolk. Uh-oh. It's definitely going to be Judy, and she's already got the most belief tokens. Okay, move the door knocker toward the target. If they reach the target, they offer to help the target with their menial tasks. No strings attached. The target must... Okay, so she's getting converted regardless. We'll see what that looks like. Okay, so accept the benefits. Achieve up to 2 unaccomplished feats, but only receive the reward for 1 of them. all she's got is cherished, which is just her getting healed, so she doesn't need that. No worries, friend. We're always waiting for you. You can't help but feel you missed out on a great offer. Gain 2 belief tokens. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like she'll have the chance to get healed by Frigette momentarily. So, I'll go ahead and deny the offer and get 2 belief tokens. Let's see how this all works. So again, one of us says, as soon as the Townsfolk has 5+ belief, Judy's at 6, they give into the cube. They are converted. They immediately receive a strange cube unique gear. And here it is. You cannot take actions on your turn. Instead, you must make a full movement toward the unconverted townsfolk closest to you. If you reach that townsfolk, they take 1 damage. Oh, man. So we stop being able to do... Oh, my gosh. If you fall under 5 belief tokens or the fight ends, discard this. Okay, and then what was it? Okay, so unconverted townsfolk can attack converted ones, and if they take damage, they discard 5 belief tokens. So Frigette's about to go. If she, runs over and punches Judy, then we could be okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I'm sorry, I did say the door knockers move toward the target, so there we go. All right. They've only got 4 life left. That's pretty good. So I could just ignore Judy and try to kill these guys, but nah, we're not leaving our friend behind. So 1, 2, we're going to punch our friend. That's much better. Okay, so that was 5. She's got all 3 Moxie. Only a 6+ to hit, though. Sorry, Judy! Oh, no. 2 more Moxie to reroll. Sorry again. Yay. I mean, boo, but yay. So Judy's down to 2 health. She's our weakest one, too. But she loses all but 1 of her belief. That's great. She loses her strange cube. And sadly, since we missed on the first attack, I was hoping that I might be able to have Frigette bring her into her fridge and then use her ice pack gear to heal Judy. And that would have gotten Judy her achievement. But it didn't work out. All right, that was Frigette Jones. Let's go to the door knockers. Glowing cubes. Don't worry, that's a featured. Oh, all converted. Ha ha ha. You missed your chance. Discard. Collateral damage. One of the salesmen drops their cube in a moment of clarity. Target none. You fool! Shouts the rogue salesman. Don't fall for their pitch. Oh, what is going on? Rage attack. The salesman frantically lashes out at anyone within reach until another salesman forces a cube back into their hands. Oh, so they're brainwashed too. Deal 1 damage to all townsfolk within 4 squares of the ruffian and 1 damage to the ruffian. Then move the door knockers toward the farthest townsfolk. They just will not leave Granny alone. Okay, so crud. Judy is down to 1 life. Frigette's down to 4. That's okay. But they got themselves down to 3, so that doesn't sound too scary. And then they're like, Granny Melba, we love you. 3, 4, 5. Hello. All right, so hopefully that's the last time they go. Let's see what we can do. Well, I think, unfortunately, I wanted to do Hero's Journey and have somebody move forward. If they get next to the ruffian, deal 1 damage. But... yeah, Frigette is 1 space too far away for that to work. But I can give Frigette this one, Happy Place. Okay, so that'll be 1 Moxie, which will also improve my paintbrush accuracy. And then Judy wants to be within 3. Or actually, she could just use a trebuchet, couldn't she? Oh, that's right. That's not accurate for anybody except Granny Melba. Never mind. So she'll go 1, 2. So now she has a 4+ to hit with her 3-range paintbrush. Is that really a 3? Come on. Okay, that's all right. All right, so that was 2 of her 4 movement. We'll go 2 back. Not what I wanted. I guess if I hadn't given away the paintbrush or the painting, I could have had the Moxie to reroll, but too bad. Oh, no. I just realized Granny Melba shot her gun last turn, so she would need to use the trebuchet to actually attack. She only moves 4. That ain't happening. She'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not winning before they get to activate again. That's okay. Yeah, she can't really do much of anything. I guess she could jump up into the trees. Actually, yeah, that'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? So she'll go 1, 2, and then she'll use 2 Moxie to climb a dang tree, or 1 Moxie. So now she has +2 range for her Rooter Tooter, or her gun, whatever it's called, when her turn goes back around. Okay, then finally we get Frigette with, +3 movement, +2 Moxie. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's still got 3 movement left. She's going to attack, and she's got the Moxie to re-roll it. Come on. Nice. So that is 1 damage. They're down to 2. And she's got 3. Run away. Oh, wait. Hold on. She had extra Moxie. Where'd she start out? She started right here. So before she does that, because, I had 2 more Moxie than I needed regardless. I want to hide Judy inside of me. So they're hanging out inside the fridge. And then townsfolk can move this way or place adjacent to you at the start of their turn. Okay, so Judy's turn won't be impacted. And then she had an extra Moxie, thank you, Happy Place Painting, to heal townsfolk inside 1 hit point, which gets Judy Cherish for 2 more money. Let's go. And then everything else I just said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. All right, but now the door knockers are coming. Find the target market. There is no one more fitting for this product than you, my good fellow. Okay, unconverted townfolk with the lowest total feat points. That'd actually be Judy, but she can't be targeted. That's cool. So it's between Granny Melba and Frigette. They both have 1. So we'll do 1 to 5 and 6 to 10 for Granny. It's going to be Granny. Okay, move them toward the target. If they reach the target, trigger the after effect. The target is like putty in the door knocker's hands, eating up every word of flattery and sales jargon. How gullible! Target receives 4 belief tokens. Uh-oh. Granny Melba's turning to the dark side. Yeah, it brings her to 7, so she's definitely cubing it up. But that's okay, because guess who's before Granny Melba? It's Judy! Judy. What can we do? Yes. Gonna give the hero's journey to Frigette, which means Frigette gets to immediately move up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If they get adjacent to the Ruffian, 1 damage. So that's a skadoosh. Then because Judy's given away all her paintings, she now goes up to 6 movement. Oh, that's right. Artist Cape also restores 1 hit point, so she's up to full hit points again. So with her 6 movement, oh, that's right. I was going to say, how did she get over there? But the fridge brought her, so she was off the board. Her agoraphobia would not have taken into account. So we're getting +3 to hit, so we'll hit on a 3+ with her natural accuracy as well. This is the killing blow. Boom! Take that, you salespeople. And I guess Granny Melba, like, sheepishly comes over and apologizes. All right, so let's see. Judy did Cherished and Bullied, so she's going to get all new cards in a second, and she got 0 points towards becoming the sheriff. Granny Melba only got First Blood. Does she want to keep Adapter, changing equipped gear? I mean, it is kind of good, even with the trebuchet. Getting her some kind of melee weapon might be useful. Take damage from the ruffian when the target is far. I mean, both of those still seem pretty doable. So I'm going to keep all of those for Granny Melba, but she got First Blood. Then Frigette only got Bard. Roll 2 or less while attacking. That's dumb. Let's get rid of that. And then deal 3 damage to the ruffian in a single turn. That's really dumb too. We're not doing that one. So she just has her Bard. Now, how do you do the tie between them? Oh, never mind. I forgot. It's the most cards completed, not the most points. That's just for the sheriff at the end. So that means Judy is getting a random card. I think she was probably the MVP, so that's fair. Growth Pamphlet. It's a one-handed thrown weapon for 0 damage. What? Range 3. May only attack other townsfolk with this weapon. On a successful hit, move that townsfolk up to 5 squares toward the ruffian. Then if they're adjacent to the ruffian loses or takes 1 damage. That's pretty cool. I don't know if she would use it over a magnifying glass. Oh, it's one-handed. So she could be like investigating the enemy while throwing growth pamphlets around. I love that. We don't need the paintbrush anymore with this, I would say. And yeah, sadly, I'm going to call it there. I would love to do a second fight, but I'm still getting over a cold, and I'm coughing up a storm off camera. Hopefully I was able to edit it out of the actual video. But I'll give you my quick thoughts on the expansion. I mean, if you like Townsfolk Tussle, I think this is pretty much a no-brainer. I've played a couple of the other Ruffians before, just to kind of remind myself about the game, and they all have cool things going on. I had not played the Door Knockers, but they seem pretty unique too. You saw that, looks like if you're lucky, they don't do almost any damage to you at all. But the idea of like having to manage your own people and like take benefits or not, I think it's super cool thematically and definitely very different from the base game Ruffians. Both of the new characters seem really cool, very supportive and cooperative, so I love that. Especially the hide inside like healing kind of combo seems awesome for Frigette Jones. But Judy Marks with her painting seems really neat too. So I appreciate that both the new characters are like heavily invested in helping other characters in a cool way. That's great. And then focusing on the Odd Jobs expansion, I feel like these gear are somewhat more interesting than the old ones. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I haven't played the original game in a while, but they seem pretty neat. And yeah, the roles, like this detective role is really cool. And it seems to amp up the like combo nature of the items in the game. Don't get me wrong, this game always had pretty good combos with items and stuff before. But yeah, like the fact that everything goes specifically with this special ability and they really combo together well. It seems cool, and I don't know. It seemed like a good number of three-peats came out, even in that first phase. So I bet by the end of even a 3, if not a 4 game session, I bet everyone would have a role, and that seems pretty cool. So yeah, I think this is all great stuff. I think it takes a good game and makes it even better. Hopefully this video showed you like a little reminder about how the game plays and a little detail on some of the new stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.